and talk with the players. Buckle up. Fox 26 News at 5 starts right now. All right, it's time we get down to business. Good evening. I'm Isaiah Carey. Heavily armed Confederate flags, 14 words, and they call themselves a White Lives Matter movement. But they say it's not about white supremacy. It's time we give it the smell test. Our Angela Chin was out there this afternoon as those protesters set up shop in front of the NAACP office in the African-American neighborhood. Angela?
Isaiah. Yeah, the people there in this third ward community said the protest was disrespectful and undermines what Black Lives Matter is about. But on the other side, White Lives Matter protesters say there's a double standard.
Why were rights the victims of violence from a black officer shooting a black suspect?
On a Sunday morning, outside the NAACP in the third ward, about a dozen protesters gathered for a White Lives Matter rally.
We came out here specifically today to protest against the NAACP and their failure in speaking out against the atrocities that organizations like Black Lives Matter and other pro-black organizations have caused, the attack of and killing of white police officers.
Carrying the Confederate flag and guns, these protesters argued there is aggression toward white people and that it's time someone spoke up about it.
We are who we are, and we should look out for our own, and they should look out for theirs. The problem is the double standard involved. We can't do it without being labeled a hater or whatever.
But people in the third ward, a historically black neighborhood, called their message convoluted and said their rally was about intimidation.
White Lives Matter holds their people accountable.
Neighbors gathered across the street and protested back. At times, tensions flared and insults were thrown around.
I've been staying in Third Ward, Texas, 25 years. I have never seen this in my life.
Houston police were there to keep the peace.
One of the things that the NAACP is supportive of is the freedom of speech. And so while we may not agree with the message that was held right here in front of our headquarters, we do agree with their right to say it.
We have a loving city again, people that care about this city. And for that small minority that came thinking they were achieving a goal of disrupting the lives of people, of organizations like the NAACP, they got an F today.
White Lives Matter protesters say they have chapters around the country, all run by volunteers. Isaiah.
Now, Angela, you had a chance to actually meet and talk with these people and feel the environment out there. Was this about white supremacy? Was this about racism on their part? White Lives Matter.
I think depending on who you ask, the answer is different, right? For a lot of people, you know, this was about having their own movement as well. They say there was aggression against white people, that white officers have been getting killed because of the Black Lives Matter movement. And so they decided they had to come out and talk about this. Well, on the other side, Black Lives Matter say this is about intimidation, that this isn't fair in their communities. You know, this is the place that they had it was disrespectful, and they believe that that sign, 14 words, that's something that sort of changed the conversation a little bit. And you know what 14 words stands for?
Protecting the white children of the community. Preserving a future for them, yeah.
Right. The problem with that slogan is that it came from a white supremacist terror group, the Order, back in the day. And so because of where it originated from, that is what led to problems with some people saying, okay, this is more than what you're saying it is.
And we've taken a look at some of their Facebook pages, individual Facebook pages, and there are a lot of racist jokes on there. And we're not clear if what they're doing is trying to deceive the public. Because you can put lipstick on the pig, but racism is just racism.
Sure.
You know, come forward and say it.
You know, right before this broadcast, they did email back. They did say that they don't believe 14 words is offensive at all. They don't see anything wrong with it. They believe, and the 14 words, I will read it to you. It says, we must secure the existence of our people and a future for white children. It seems like there's nothing wrong with it, but I think that slogan historically meant at the expense of other people, over other people, I should say. And so that's why some people find it offensive that they have held that sign up, that they're saying we have nothing to do with the KKK, but then they have a sign like this that is historically.
And there are ties to the different Aryan organizations with many of the members there.
Sure. And so, but, you know, he's saying I can't control, one of the spokesmen is saying he can't control, you know, who goes and who comes. And so that's where they leave it, you know.
All right. Thanks a lot, Angela Chin. Definitely a story we will follow.